is your First Alert 5 weather with Sam Schreier.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're feeding the sky, we're feeding the clouds, and we see that over Pikes Peak. Development there with a southeast wind. Perfect scenario. We're running moisture from the plains up the mountain slope. The heat from the sun is warming against the rock, and it's building those clouds. This is basically a good sign that we're going to try to get some storms a little later today. And the humidity is not bad, but we do need it to get a little bit more muggy outside if we're going to get those storms. I will say Woodland Park, because you're on the backside of the mountains, it may look stormy over top of town and it might rain on you, but it's going to be pretty tough for any of that to make it to the ground. If you're going to get storms, it might have to be a lot later into the day, maybe a little closer to 4 or 5, when we can get that air to kind of saturate a little bit. Pueblo, blue sky, but that's what we expect. If there were going to be storms around, it'd be a lot later in the day, so kind of warm at the State Fair, but I'd say 83 degrees to 36% humidity. That's a fine way to open up the Colorado State Fair, and then definitely stormier down by Trinidad. You see that over Fisher's Peak with 88 degrees, and that's where the storms are right now. Temperatures outside feeling very all over the place on the radar or on the map here. 77 compared to 90 in Walsenburg, 88 Trinidad, 84 in Canyon City, and 83 right in the middle of everything for Pueblo. With the winds, as we mentioned, pushing this really good humid air up into the interstate, up towards the mountains. We're kind of drying that with a west wind off the mountains. So it's this neat battle of what's going to win. Is dry air off the mountains going to keep us dry, or will that push off the plains, get some storms going? We've got energy on the way, and that's already kicking a few showers and storm off over the summits of the San Juans, but really we're still waiting, more so here in southern Colorado. Nothing over the Pikes Peak region. Where I was seeing a few storms is on the Raton Mesa, but really more so as it goes into New Mexico. 1 or 2 storms were trying to lift off at Fisher's Peak, but again, most of that's south. When these wander in towards Baca County, they may get a little bit stronger. And in our hour by hour, it kind of picks up on those storms. Over the next hour and a half, it also develops storms over Monument Hill, the Palmer Divide, exactly the 2 spots we thought we'd get action to start things off from this morning. Now by 2 o'clock, it will look stormier over Colorado Springs than it'll probably be. Eastern El Paso County is where more of the storm action goes by 3:30. Scattered storms work towards Baca County by 4 to 5 o'clock. And as we keep going, might have to hop off here in a second. There we go. My computer froze up on me. We've got a supercell forming in eastern El Paso County towards Lyman. This will dip in towards Crowley, Kiowa County, and this is the cell to be worried about. By 5 to 6, we could have rain in Colorado Springs and Teller County. Pueblo, it's pretty likely you're dry, but this cell that works its way through Crowley and Kiowa County is very likely going to be severe from 6 through 8, 9, 10 o'clock, and it's out of the way by 11. So just kind of a quick run through in your extended. We are dry this coming weekend, but record heat is a possibility on Sunday if we can get that temperature up towards 94 degrees. We're right there. Then some rain Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Pueblo, we should break the record with 101 for that temperature, and then as we get over towards Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we're going to kick you back a little cooler. And remember, I'd bring an umbrella to the fair for the car, but it does look like it's going to be dry. Canyon City 99 on Sunday, and then cooler weather to the middle of next week. Can't rule out a couple storms later today. And finally, Woodland Park, looking a little stormy later on. Could see a storm. Dry through the weekend, wetter next week.